So it looks good, but this trough worries me. It tells me that we know the stock's economically sensitive. If economic conditions continue to deteriorate, this stock will probably uh, sag, maybe stall for a bit. It may not be able to fuel itself higher like the first stock that we looked at, FTI Consultant. This is public storage. We can see that the stock was in a tight range, broke out big on Tuesday, and then it actually continued higher on Wednesday when the market was down, and then it continued higher on Friday with the market rally. Fairly strong recent price action. On a 1 month basis, this is very nice, very constructive. Not so crazy about the 1 year chart. We can see a lot of choppy action here. It's bottoming. It formed support at $70. It's rallied up above this horizontal resistance level, and it is within striking distance of its 52-week high. So it does have some good things going for it. I'd have to really read the fundamental research on the stock to find out what's fueling it here and to see if it has a chance at breaking out to a new all-time high. But for purposes of the chart of the week, I'd have to say I'll take a pass on this. Here we have Landstar, fairly tight range. Breakout on Tuesday, nice action on Wednesday during a down market, and a rally higher. You can see here a nice pattern where the stock has continued to trade higher throughout the course of the week. 1 month is fairly choppy, but it's been a very volatile market. Got a nice breakout here above a horizontal resistance level, and we can see the momentum that the stock has gained on that breakout. And this is similar to the last chart that we looked at with PSA. I don't know what's caused this big bowl shape here, but the stock actually is breaking out to a new 52-week high, so it is worth taking a closer look at. It's making a new 52-week high, so we'll want to check the news and see what's going on. This is St. Joe. It's a real estate company. Was able to grind higher. Tuesday it made a nice move up. Held its gains for the most part during a weak market day, and then closed on a nice note here yesterday. On a 1 month basis, we can see that the stock really took out a nice horizontal resistance level here and shot higher. So it's got fantastic momentum. And we can see the deep trough that was put in, a basing formation, taken out a relative horizontal resistance level here, tested that resistance level, and now has shot higher. This is a real estate company, and I've got to tell you, I still think it's a bit early to jump back into the real estate market. So I'm not intimately familiar with St. Joe. Might be worth a look, but I think we have other stocks that are better to pick from. This is Forward Air. We can see that it did pull back early in the week. Rallied nicely on Tuesday with the market. Pulled back with the market on Wednesday. Shot higher with the market. This looks like it has a pretty high correlation to the market. It is a shipping stock. Choppy action, but it is making a new relative high. And then here we can see just a lot of kind of noisy, choppy action. I'll take a pass. This is Plexus. We can see a nice rally on Tuesday. Gives back those gains on Wednesday. Rallies with the market Thursday. This is actually a nice 1 month chart. You can see that the stock has been able to move from $22 to almost $28 during a weak market period. Here we can see the stock was in a very nice uptrend, finally gave in to selling during January, and then has been able to, once that low was established, that capitulation low, the stock has never looked back, even though the SPY has recently challenged that capitulation low. This stock has continued to grind higher. So my suspicion is that this stock is going to resume its longer term uptrend and probably challenge this $30 level. It's not going to be the chart of the week, but it might be one for you to investigate further to find out who they are, what they do, and why the stock has been able to put such solid performance together. This is another shipping company, so I'm going to flip, flip, flip. See a nice week here. Nice grind higher, fairly choppy action, nice momentum here. And on a 1-year basis, a gradual move lower, big deep trough capitulation type low with a rally back. Now the stock is rallying up strong and it's getting close to a 52-week high. Compared to the last chart I looked at, we had a stock that was in a nice uptrend, pulled back hard in January with the market, and then started to rally up and really was oblivious to the pull that back that we had in February. I like that situation better than this one because here we've got a stock that's been drifting lower, puts in a big trough, bounces out of that trough and then grinds back up. But I don't see that uptrend here that would make me want to get long this stock. Here we have TJX, another retailer. We can see that the stock started off on a bit of a weak note early. Then on Tuesday it rallied strong. On Wednesday it held these gains. Then on Friday the stock rallied to a new relative high. On a 1-month basis, very choppy price action here, which we would kind of expect for the retail stocks, but a breakout here above this 3350 horizontal resistance level. On a 1-year basis, very choppy price action, but what I like is this is a retail stock. Look at how strong this price performance has been. At a time when retail stocks have been getting smashed, this stock actually since January, its January low of say $28, it's actually moved up to $34. This is very strong relative performance within the sector. I really like this stock within the retail sector. So if you're looking for a retail stock, I really would look towards this one. It's making a new 52-week high, so that's very impressive. But if I were trading it, I would not try to buy a breakout here. I would try and buy a pullback because we can see how every time the stock surges, it gets overextended and it pulls back. Then it surges and it pulls back. It surges and it pulls back. So try and buy a pullback, possibly sell a put credit spread to try and get long. Without question, this is the best looking chart of the week. FTI Consulting. You can see that it comes in at $66, $65 at the beginning of the week. Rallies up on Monday. Tuesday, when the market was up, it puts in a huge rally. Gives those gains back on Wednesday, but then on Thursday's rally, it's right back to its weekly high. It's made really nice progress in the course of the last 5 days. The 1-month chart doesn't get any better than this. It's just very, very steady price action. 1-year chart, it's impressive. If you look at this and you think about what the market must be doing when you see a stock like this, you would never guess that the market has been getting pounded. This stock has been on a path of its own, rallies up, moves sideways, consolidates its price during a horrible market period. As soon as the market starts to show some signs of support, the stock takes off, breaks out through a major horizontal resistance level at $60, never looks back. I like this pick. I think it's a very solid long. That's why it makes my chart of the week. Just one parting note before I finish this week's video. There were a lot of stocks that looked very promising. However, on a purely technical basis, I can't say that they would make a good trade candidate. You'd have to take a look at those individual symbols, find out more about the company, check the recent news, check the most recent earnings, take a look at the guidance that the company has provided, and then you might be able to learn more about it and decide that yes, this is a bona fide opportunity. So look at these picks as diamonds in the rough. As far as diamonds in the rough go, from a technical standpoint, FTI looks great. Good luck with your trading.